first tell me, who would you like me to try and connect with?
Either my mom or dad.
Okay.
My dad recently passed. My mom passed 6 years ago. They're together.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just focus on both of them and I'll see who comes through. And then also as I'm getting into this, don't try your best not to give too much extra information, because then that it might be something that they try to give me to give you as validation. Can you tell me, how do you connect with the birds? They're showing me birds, first of all.
I'm Native American, so when my grandfather passed, he's a red-tailed hawk, and so is my dad.
Okay, I see. Gotcha. Is that what you mean? I don't know if I'm quite understanding what I'm being shown right now, but I feel like I'm outside. I'm looking at the ground. I see mulch on the ground. It looks like mulch on the ground. Were you doing some kind of like something with the yard, or doing something in the yard, or?
I garden.
You garden, that's what it is. Okay. Because it's like I'm being shown mulch, and I get this feeling of like I'm doing something with the mulch, so they must be talking about you gardening.
We also planted an oak tree for my parents.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah.
that probably has more mulch with it than I don't have mulch in my garden. So yeah, it's probably the oak tree that we planted.
Okay, good. Because it feels like we're laying down the mulch. Is that right? Is that what y'all did? That could just be a symbol of their way of trying to get me to get to that.
Yeah, they planted, the tree was like a juvenile tree. I don't know how to say it, but planted it, and then it's in Canada and it's winter, so they put the mulch and they put the stuff down to protect it from the frost.
Yes. That's what they're talking about. So they want to acknowledge that was done, and they're saying thank you for that.
Good.
And also just using that as validation to show that they're coming through for you. So I got this feeling in my throat or my jaw here, and it reminded me of like my lymph nodes being swollen. Do you know what this is about that they're showing me?
My dad, when he passed, he had brain cancer. Very suddenly it came on, and it only took 2 months to take him, but just before he died, his lymph nodes, like on his cheeks, were like, golf balls. For some reason, they didn't understand why that happened.
Okay.
So it was an odd side effect that happened to him.
Yeah, I could almost feel it. Like I feel swollen there. Wow. Okay. They must have been okay. When I try to, I feel like most of the validation that has come through so far has been kind of centered around your dad. But whenever I try to focus in on them to see, can I talk to one of you individually? What they show me is that they're a unit, and they're like, well, you're talking to all of us.
Yes, yeah.
Which to me comes across as that's talking about the cohesion of the family unit. In the physical world, before they passed, that they were close in that way.
Yes. We're very close family.
Yeah, for sure. They're showing me that you have a certain amount of peace in already knowing that they are existing on in another form.
Yes.
That is a belief that you already held.
Yes, I talk to them, and my mom is a dragonfly, so she visits me when I do my gardening. So I've seen her for the past 6 years.
That's great. Yeah, and they really like that you know that and you acknowledge it. And the really cool thing about that is that because you know it and you acknowledge it and you go with it, you don't question the little things. You know, you get the signs and you go along and you know it. You know what this is. You see that, like you said, the dragonfly, and you know who that is. You know what it's about, and they love that they can still interact with you in that way. How do you connect with the dream catcher? Is there something about something like that, a dream catcher?
Because we're Native American, full-blooded. My
Uh-huh.
grandfather, my daughter has a dream catcher. I have a dream catcher. We had them in the house.
Okay.
My daughter has one in her room.
Okay. There's someone wanting to talk about the braid. I feel like I'm being shown a braid in the back.
Okay. Sweetgrass
Do you understand this?
braid?
No, I'm
braid.
a sweetgrass braid.
Yeah, it's something that when you're like, we all have sweetgrass and we use it for smudging and ceremonies, but for my mom and my dad, my grandfather's passing, we did sweetgrass ceremonies almost every day until they passed. And the sweetgrass is braided in sevens. It's 7 generations, 7 parts of the family, and so it's braided in a certain way, and it's a long braid.
Okay, I see. Okay, wow. It's cool. So funny because sometimes when they want to get me to say something, they'll show me something else because I don't. I'm some random white guy in Seattle. Like, I don't know this kind of stuff. And what they showed me was a braid of hair. Like, they wanted me to say braid because how else would I have been? That's wild.
And the sweetgrass has to be braided. Like, like when you get it and it's fresh and it's wet and it's pliable, you have to braid it right away. So and I have sweetgrass braided all over the house, and we have a braid in the dash of each of our cars.
Yeah, wow, that's really cool. There's some kind of bird that I feel like it's a hummingbird, and it's got like a purple throat or something like that.
Oh my God, yeah. There's been this hummingbird the past week that I ran out of the hummingbird stuff, so I made my own hummingbird stuff, and it's been outside my bedroom window, and I watch it drink out of the thing every day, right by the window. Wow. Because I haven't seen a hummingbird in a long time, and I've just started seeing them this past week and a half. Yeah.
I think that's what I've got for you for now. Like I said, I'm just doing kind of mini readings on here, just pulling through pieces of validation for people to know that their loved ones are around them.
No, thank you.
And that's what I've got for you. You're welcome. That was really interesting.
I was thinking about them a lot today. I've been really thinking, yes. So that's great.
Good. The timing, the divine timing.